All right, what's your name and where are you from?
Hey, how's it going? Danny. I'm Sacramento, California, Northern California in general. I've been arm wrestling now for 3 years. June, national champion, 138 pounds. I pull multiple weight classes from 138 all the way up to 198. Did like 242 in a small tournament. Today's fucking tournament, that shit was fucking wild. That was an endurance.
We're talking about North versus South.
Yeah, North versus South, like the 145 round robin was just an endurance fucking beast. Like, man.
Yeah, it was a pretty brutal class.
Brutal.
How many guys were in it?
It was 17.
17?
17. One guy actually did, he wasn't able to make it.
Wow, and what'd you end up taking?
I took fourth.
Fourth, okay, right on.
Yeah.
And who beat you?
It would be Santino Bravo, Manny, and Jarek. Jarek was the first, he got me first. And then it was Santino in the finals and Manny.
Well, that's still pretty good out of 17 people.
It was
good placing.
The last two, Manny and Santino first and then Manny, hook wars. Brutal fucking hook wars. Back and forth here and there, trying different positions, and just brutal.
Crazy. That was a good tournament too. It was a great show. The East, the North versus South. It's funny how when you bring two different sides, it's almost like Republican Democrat.
Right.
You got people that are just going crazy when the other wins.
Right.
Pretty cool shit.
It was great setup. It was great to have lightweight, arm wrestlers, actually represented. Typically, I pull up every tournament. I'm always pulling up.
And what was the weight class again?
145.
145. So I've always said like they brought back the lighter classes.
Right.
That they'd be stacked classes. They basically what they traditionally say is we offer those classes and they don't get enough entries, which I don't see that and I don't believe that because I know from my past when I was 15, 16, 17 coming up, they had 135, they had 145, 155. Those classes were traditionally stacked.
Right, but I feel like it's not advertised enough that guys that are my size, Santino's size, Twig's size, all these guys that competed in this round robin, there's not enough of a representation for them, and me, where guys that are our size actually see us regularly on any kind of arm wrestling or popular YouTube channel where they're like, oh shit, no, he is my size. Who the hell did he beat? What's that guy's 198 pounds? Well, fuck, maybe I do have a fucking chance. Maybe I can do something here, And that's why, like me and Santino, we typically pull up in class. It's not just because, we get more practice, obviously, but it's not just because of that or we're just trying to be nutty and whatnot. It's to show guys that are our size, that are smaller, lighter weight, that no, you can still be competitive.
Sure.
Like even in classes 30, 40, 50 fucking pounds.
Sure, I mean, you're at a disadvantage, but you're still able to compete and give them fits.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of always been the case as far as like my past experiences. I've always been able to give guys a challenge.
Yeah.
If I could get in the match, they couldn't simply just beat me. They had to work to beat me, even though I was way lighter than them. Which kind of tells you that in a sense that, I've always been an advocate of technique over power.
Right.
So if you know what you're doing, you can beat a much stronger man.
Absolutely. Technique is so fucking paramount compared to strength and raw power.
Right.
Because you can have all the strength and raw power in the world, but not know how to use it correctly on the table.
Right.
Where you need to put it.
Right. And until you do,
yeah.
you're not going to beat the guy that does know what he's doing.
Right.
The guy that's outsmarting you just by simple angles and controlling your hand.
Yes.
So yeah, that'd be one of those ongoing things where people are like, no, if you're stronger, that's way more important than being technical. And I'm always going to be on that side of, I already know through experience that being more technical is going to outweigh being, of course. But if I can control the bigger man's hand, he's in trouble.
Right.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Right. And it is 90% hand.
Yeah.
90% hand and wrist.
Absolutely.
Typically, if you look at arm wrestlers, the elites, their forearm is bigger than their fucking bicep.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Most of the fucking time.
I've always said I put an order out for biceps, they just never came in.
Right, me too. Me too. Yep.
So what's next for you?
Next, well, I am actually moving to Hawaii.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm going to be moving to Hawaii. I will still come.
Job transfer, everything, that type of thing, or?
No, finding a new job.
Okay.
Just new adventure for me.
Right
I got
on,
the
bro.
opportunity to go.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Good for
Take
you.
that opportunity.
So you'll be pulling over in Hawaii.
Yep.
Okay, so I know there's a few clubs. I don't know a lot.
I'm already
but
in contact with them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've already. Yeah.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Very cool.
Yeah. I will still be coming back for like Vegas. I fucking love going to the Vegas tournament.
Wow.
It's fucking badass.
Of course.
Reno, of course.
Sure.
Gonna be there. Patterson. Gotta come back for Patterson.
Sean?
Cal State. Yeah. I really wish they had a 154, but I'll still come for the 164.
So 2 more questions, or 3 actually.
Yeah.
So one being, what's your move on the table? What do you do? Your hooker, your top roller?
It's pretty much hook. I will only top roll when it is just absolutely given to me. My top roll isn't strong. It's not quick at all. I
You
cannot
didn't have to tell us
snap.
that, but
Oh, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I won't do it. Unless
prefer
it's
to hook?
absolutely given to
You
me.
prefer to hook?
Typically, I am going to throw into a hook, whether it be a low hand hook or more of a high hook, with some pronation, kind of trying to bust open the fingers a little bit, like half-ass fucking top roll can opener a little bit.
Sure.
Right?
Side pressure.
But other than that, yeah, no, it's hook. I feel the strongest. I can stop, everything as long as I'm in the hook. I can battle from there.
Right. Who do you train with? Like, do you have a team that you train
I
with?
train with the California Arm Benders. Mike McGraw. That's kind of where I started. That's I just went to a tournament. I went to an arm wrestling tournament in Vacaville, and I entered in the amateur category, and I won a 65, and I took second both arms.
Oh, good for you.
And a couple of the arm benders noticed me and invited me to a practice, and started training with them, and just went from there.
Cool.
Kind of dove right into it head first.
So if you had a favorite arm wrestler, who would that arm wrestler be?
Oh, favorite arm wrestler. I got a lot of love for Tom Nelson because he helped me out really early on, in trying to fucking catch people because I suck. I was fucking ready to go, especially at first.
Some guys like that.
Yeah. I'd have to say Tom Nelson. I think one of the more impressive arm wrestlers for his size would be Oleg Zokov.
Okay.
That guy's
That's a
fucking
good one.
incredible.
You said Tom Nelson.
Yeah.
So?
Sorry.
So?
But yeah. No.
So?